Well, more companies in Singapore are finding novel ways to transform, even as COVID-19 looms large for another year. Nearly 14,000 enterprises received government support in the first half of this year to build new capabilities, innovate and digitise. And that's around the same number as the whole of last year. Chua Tian Tian finds out how two companies are reaping the rewards of change.
Forklifts, trucks and a warehouse. Things you wouldn't expect to see in a travel agency that used to serve inbound tourists from India. But Nam Ho DMC had to do business differently to survive when borders closed last year and annual travel revenue plunged from nearly $30 million to zero. Now it's transporting goods from ports to warehouses.
We have quite a few of our colleagues, while they used to drive, for example, buses for tourists, they can also drive trucks, or they can also drive equipments at the warehouse. They have got the necessary licenses.
The company's also been working doubly hard to gain a foothold in the logistics scene.
There is somebody always there from the morning 8:30 until evening 5:30 at the warehouse. If anybody calls up for a delivery, literally 15 minutes before the warehouse is closing, we'll still accept the order and we will deliver it across.
These efforts have been paying off. Now, this warehouse where I'm at used to just be 10% filled at the start of the year, but this has changed. The 35,000 square feet facility is now running at full capacity, and it holds a variety of items like dried food, electronic goods, and even medical supplies like masks and gloves. Mr. Mahesh says the firm made about a couple $2 million in a year. It's managed to retain all its workers and wants to double its fleet of trucks to take on more port deliveries. This food caterer also saw business vanishing overnight when large gatherings were stopped during COVID-19. To get by, it turned to making ready-to-eat food packages for restaurants and other places like schools that had trouble flying in foreign manpower such as chefs. It gave this manufacturing facility a makeover worth tens of thousands of dollars.
We have invested in 3 equipments, first of which is the vacuum packer, which enables us to pack in large volumes. The second one will be the blast freezer. Food needs to be transformed from an ambient temperature quickly so that it does not degrade in the food quality. The third one will be a professional inker, which inks the date, the manufactured location and the consumption date on the packaging.
Mr. Chan is also moving into the agriculture industry, especially with disruptions to global food supply chains. He's gone into a joint venture with an operator that builds commercial farms. Vegetables grown here are sold to retail customers and restaurants. Now, what you see here is an aquaponics farm where nutrients from fish water will be channeled to these vertical planting tiles for vegetables to grow. Now, this method of farming is said to eliminate the use of artificial fertilizers and reduce the costs of growing vegetables by up to 10 times. Kitchen House expects its transformation efforts to make up 1/5 of its revenue next year. And with change the only constant, it looks like the firm will have greener pastures ahead.